Hey guys, I am going to show you how to do the word problems that have to do with the grade of a road or the pitch of a house. So what we're going to do for these problems, some of them will go ahead and give you the slope. Some of them you will have to set up the slope on your own. So I'm going to do one where you're going to have to set up the slope on your own, since that one requires a little bit more work. So for this problem here, the slope or pitch of a roof is such that it rises 4 feet for every 5 feet of horizontal distance. Determine the maximum height of the attic of the house for a 30-foot wide house. So to set up our slope here, we're going to use the information that they gave us in the first sentence, where they tell us that the pitch or the slope is such that it rises 4 feet for every 5 feet of horizontal distance. So if you remember from our definition of slope, slope is rise over run. So our slope for this house, we can say, is 4 over 5. It's the vertical over the horizontal. Once we have the slope, the easiest way to solve these problems is to just set up a proportion using the slope. So remember, this is vertical over horizontal for our slope. So the other side of this proportion, in order to set that up, we have to think about what the roof of a house would look like. So if we draw a little picture here, if we have a house, we'll give it some windows, make it look pretty. All right, so there's our house. If we are looking for the height of the attic, we are looking for this distance here, which means we're only going to use half of the width of the house in order to find the slope of this part of the roof. So we're kind of building a right triangle using the slope of one side of the roof, using the height, and then half the width of the house. So in the problem that they gave us, we're looking for the height, so we're looking for the vertical component, so that's where our variable is going to go. And then they tell us that the house is 30 feet wide, so since we only need half of that, we will put in 15 for our horizontal component. So from here, to solve this proportion, we would just cross multiply. So 4 times 15 gives us 60. 5 times x gives us 5x. Divide by 5. And so the maximum height would be 12 feet. And that would be it. So you're just really setting up proportions with these problems. One side of the proportion is going to be the slope, and then the other side of the proportion, you use whatever information they gave you in the problem, whether it's a vertical height or whether it's a horizontal distance. You fill in the other side of the proportion, cross multiply, and divide. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. I'm always happy to help.